Hey there, okay, so we're moving on to optimization, and for this I've chosen just to optimize this single part here. So if I hide unselected, you'll notice that, sorry, if I unhide all, not hide unselected, you'll notice that the rest of the model is pretty much optimized, yeah? This part isn't. That's because I'm not going to show you how to do the same piece over and over again. This isn't modeling. Optimization, once you know the basics, you can kind of apply it to anything. So, so I'm going to hide unselected, zoom in. And what I'm going to do first is strip out detail that I don't need. So, just going to grow this out. Oops, shrink that down again. Okay, delete. And then I can cap this again. Same again over here. There's tons of detail on this that we're going to have to basically clean out and make very basic. So the reason being that obviously a game engine isn't going to manage these very well at all. Actually, an easy way to get rid of this will just be to delete these, and then these become an element which I can delete. Yep, games aren't going to manage these very well at all. It can, you know, it's going to be a bit kind of steaming at the vents with Ed 209, because Ed 209 is quite a high polygon game model anyway, or it is for the estimated number of polygons I'm going to have when it's completed. So trying to chuck a model that's, you know, over 250,000 polygons into a game engine's a very bad idea. It's not going to work. At least not at the moment, anyway. If you're watching this tutorial, you know, a few years into the future, maybe you can just drop the Ed 209 model into it, I don't know. But for the moment, we can't, so we do it this way instead. So what I'm doing is I'm basically destroying all the parts of this that we made before. So I'm going to grow this out. See, I'm deleting it all the way down to here, yeah? Same again here. So we're going to have to select all these. Now we can probably do it a little bit quicker if I just select these borders. Okay, and delete. And I think these should be elements now. Yep, they are. Okay. Now I'm going to delete this. So I'm just going to grow it. Okay, and I'll just hit delete. Now I'm going to cap here. And I'll grow this out as well. Shrink it back one. And another one. Yeah, there we go, delete. Now then, over here, it's all like reverse modelling. It's well, it can be a bit of a nuisance, to be honest, but this is one of those things. Right. Especially if you just spend ages making your high detail model and you're like, why are we getting rid of all this? It's just part of the process. Okay, now let's have a look over here. Okay, I'm going to cap this. Now when you cap stuff, you've got to be quite careful, because I'm going to use Polygon Cruncher. Again, breaking another cardinal 3D Palace rule, that we don't do time lapses, we don't do cuts, and this is a cut, and we don't use plugins that cost lots of money. However, in game development, we've got a completely different set of rules to just high polygon modelling, and so we can't just abide by the rules that are in place just for modelling that I put. So you can stop if you just want to do this as a high polygon modelling exercise. However, if you want to go for the game dev part, then you have to bear with me with this section. Okay, so a little bit of modelling there, just cut that across. Now this one, cap it, and I'm going to grow it then delete it, then recap it again, like so. Okay, next. Take out these. I'm looking for as many areas as possible I can lose details on. Now when I did the torso, for example, on Ed 209, there was a hell of a lot of detail I had to get through there to get rid of. Okay, select this one. And delete. And cap. See what I've made here? By removing all the polygons and all the details, I'm basically making a model from one of our competitors. Ha ha ha. Right. Have a quick look at this one. Looks like I've got to cut a line across here that I hadn't seen. There it is. Well, that didn't work particularly well, did it? Try it again. Yeah, that's better. Have a look at this one. Lots of little things that you have to do, unfortunately, in these. Delete that. I mean, I'm not even exactly sure why there's just a hole in my model for no apparent reason. The problem is with tools like Optimize, it tends to look at your polygons and it can't differentiate between what you put in there at the time that you thought would be cool, you know, isn't particularly important, and what actually is quite important. So, right, I'm going to get rid of these. Grow it. Bring it back just until we get an intersect. About here. And delete it. Take out this one. Okay, and bridge. My workflow is a hell of a lot faster when I don't have to explain what I'm doing. I think I actually optimized the whole of Ed 209, apart from this piece, in about 2 hours. And that was for everything, including the torso. But I mean, that's just a practice thing, so... Okay, cap. Okay, we're going to get rid of these details here. There we go. Don't worry that we just lost all the missiles over here on the right. I was planning on losing them anyway because I'm just going to use symmetry on this. It's going to save us a lot of time. Okay, recap that. Now over here. Delete those. Then these. Then recap again. You can see our polygon counts in the top corner here. I'm kind of using this just to work out exactly how many polygons I'm saving. Right, over here. Grow this out. Just going to detach that as a separate object, just for the moment. It'll be more useful to me like that. Okay. Get rid of that bit. Gonna make this part here see-through. So go to properties, make it see-through. Now get rid of these parts. Just make sure that polygon isn't broken. Doesn't appear to be. Okay. Delete this. Just here and here. Try and work out what I've just deleted. Yep, I just deleted the bottom half of the ship, I think. I mean the weapon, so that's no use. Okay, now what I'm going to do, select here and here, shift and drag, just get these up to about here. To about there. Then to that. Bridge that. Turn it round. Bridge that. Okay, it should be able to now cap this and this. Although not very efficiently by the looks of things, so I better go back and do this part again. So I'm going to bridge here. I'm going to have to get a bit closer. There to there. And over here. Things become a hell of a lot easier when you're not having to explain stuff to people whilst you're doing the optimization. Anyway, enough complaining. Get rid of that. Now down here. Not doing this side because I don't need to. Grow that. Let's get rid of these. In fact, easy way of doing it, of course. There. There to there and cap. Or bridge, sorry. Now over here, same again. And then we can cap this small gap here. Obviously, you'll have more time than me, so really you should be taking as much time as you can to optimize your mesh. I don't suffer from that luxury, sadly. Okay, and cap this one. Okay, not bad so far. Just gonna make sure this part at the back here gets capped. Okay, now over here at the front. I'm gonna remove any unnecessary parts of the model. I don't think it's a good idea keeping these little chips in the end, so Select these ones as well. Grow them and delete them. In fact, probably the best course of action with this would be trim off this part, which will leave the barrel open like this. Cap it, and then I'm going to extrude this barrel to the length of our bounding box, because we don't need it hollow because that uses unnecessary polygons. These bumps here are probably unnecessary as well, because all that's going to happen is it's going to try and conform to these shapes when we don't really want it to. Remember, I only have to do the one. There we go. Okay, top view. I'm going to get rid of half the model. Turn off cut first. I'm going to have to recap some of it, like here and at the bottom, but that's okay. Apply symmetry. And just flip on the y-axis. Actually, no, don't flip. Convert to editable poly. Now then, I'm going to do a quick vert weld, so Control A. Reason for this is it'll get rid of any unnecessary verts we don't really need. Okay, not bad. Now I'm going to get rid of this piece here. And I'm going to bridge here to here. And here to here. Because we only want that on the one side, not both. Now over here I'm going to apply my caps. Now the thing is, I don't want to cap everything around here, so go from here to here and bridge. It's not going to let me bridge there to there, you rascal. Right, try it again. Nope, still doesn't want to do that. Let's have a look. Sometimes you hit these kind of problem polygons, unfortunately. Let's try here to here. There, that works better. We just need to make sure that this corner here is covered, because if this corner here looks slightly open, then our cap will go right the way through it. Let's just collapse these two verts here and here. Okay, now I'm going to bridge here to here. And get rid of this pointless polygon here. And I think it has a friend over here. Okay, let's see if we can cap this yet. It's one. And again over here, like so. Now our model looks all kind of strange, and our polygons look a bit bent, like they would be if we had a high polygon in our, if we had a bad polygon in our high polygon model. Don't be put off, okay? I mean, this is already only 15,000 polys. We've decimated it by about 50 odd thousand or so. Can't remember the exact number. Just having a quick look at this, see if there's any others I can just rip out now. Right, now what I'm going to do then is I'm going to kick in the other software that I use, which is Polygon Cruncher 7, which I have here in my menu. So I'm going to click that and click Optimize Selection. Okay, so what's happened here is Polygon Cruncher's loaded up my model inside itself. It's like a separate application to 3dsmax. If you know how to navigate using the mouse, you know, you're pretty much set. Use the mouse wheel to zoom in and out, and we're just going to use some basic kind of options in this. So what I'm going to do is make sure Protect Borders is put on. Okay, and I'm not going to bother with Keep Materials Discontinuities. Oh God almighty, it must be late. And Keep Textures. I'm just going to click Compute Scene Optimization. Little graph does that, and now we have this amazing slidey thing here, which allows us to slide between very optimized. There you go. 2 faces, all the faces, and I'm going to use this to pull it down to a realistic amount. So if I keep pulling it, you'll notice everything's tries now, and the further left I pull it, the more optimized our model gets. And I'm going to keep pulling it until it's under 1,000 polygons. Now ideally I want to pull it round about there, which is 950, and as you see, it maintains the shape that it had before. However, it's obviously heavily optimized compared to what it was. So with that, I'm going to click Apply. There we go there, and zoom in on it. And at the back here, it's currently a mesh. Just going to make it a polygon for a minute. I'm just going to cap this hole here, then I'm going to cut straight across the middle so it maintains tries. Just kind of looking over my model, seeing if there's anywhere else I could have optimized it. I mean, it's pretty optimal as it stands, really. It's maintained its shape and everything. Okay, so unhide all, and now you can see it here in place with the rest of the model. Yeah, possibly could have done with a little bit more polygon reduction over here, so let's throw it into Polygon Cruncher and just crunch it a little bit more. So it looks with only 601 faces. Looks a bit like a sausage. There you go, look, it's a World of Warcraft model. I don't think I'm going to be able to get much more optimization in this, to be honest. Maybe just lose a couple more polys and that's about it. There we go. So there's our optimization of our model, and it's now low polygon, obviously. What I'll do is just apply this material to it. All it is just a white square with a black border, and it allows me just to see where the polygons are. I'll just turn on face map. There you go. And this allows me to see where all the polygons are and how they're kind of lining up. Okay, so that's the optimization 101. With that out of the way, we can now move into texturing our Ed209 and making it look nice. So, till that section starts, see you for now. Bye bye.